What's going on, everybody? I know it's been a while, but we back at it again. I'm here with the guy, LA Mars, the one and only.
What's going on, everybody? You already know what it is. Man,
Yes,
back at it
sir.
again with another one.
What do we got for the people what do we got for the people today, LA? What we doing?
Man, you know, the best time of the year, man. It's the best time of the year. NBA playoffs, man. It's around the corner, man. We made it, dog. It's been a long season, but we ready to get after it, man. We ready to get after these matchups, man. And get the people what they want, man. They've been waiting for this moment for a long time, man. We've been trying to get out of the craziness of NBA All Star Weekend. Now we in the trenches, man. We in the trenches, and I love it. I love it.
Sure. The people been waiting. We've been waiting. So without further ado, let's get into it, man. We got the NBA playoff picks. So the first game we got the Bucks and the first series. I would say we got the Bucks going against the Pacers. Man, what's your thoughts on this one, LA?
Uh, it definitely changes a lot. I think this is not a. Let me make sure I say this. It's not a rivalry. It's not a rivalry. Maybe after this season, maybe going to the next season, who knows? But right now, I don't really think of it as a rivalry. But these two teams, they really don't care for each other like that. Uh, but I will say that it gets very interesting after game one. I think I'd say after game one, maybe game two. If the folks don't know out there, shout out to the man Dame Lillard. He got cleared with the blood clots that he's got going on. I believe it's in his calf. So I got cleared for that, but he hasn't really done anything yet. So they're probably gonna let it go through game one, maybe game two, and now it's a series. It's a series now because now I think the playing field's kind of leveled out. Not leveled out, but with Dame time, I think the Bucks gonna take it. I think the Bucks gonna take it. I'd sit here and say maybe I'd say take it in six. I say take it in six. Indiana, they're hungry. They're a team, and they're a team that can play really fast. They push the pace with Tyrese Halliburton. Definitely having Siakam, and you know, also having I forgot his name. I forgot his name. I know
Andrew
freshman.
Nemhart,
No, not Nimhart, buddy.
Miles Turner.
No. He was injured last year. He was injured last year from the playoffs for them. He couldn't play. Um,
Mm.
he came out of Arizona, I think. Benedict.
Oh, Matherin, yeah.
Yeah. So having him back is big time for them. Big time. He's definitely got the frame and he's got really good defensive tendency. So I'm excited to have him back in the mix of that. And it's gonna be a great series. I'm excited. But I think at the end of the day, I think it's gonna be Bucks and six. I think Giannis is gonna probably average triple double in this series. Yeah, and it's gonna be fire. I'm excited.
I agree with you there for sure. Honestly, before the news of Dame coming back, I had the Pacers winning this one in seven. But now that Dame is going to be there for hopefully a good portion of the games, I got Giannis kind of carrying them through the first couple of games, and then when Dame comes back, they're going to take care of business in six. So I definitely agree with you with that. And then shout out to Dame for coming back too, man. That's a that blood clot injury, man. It's not. We seen what happened with Chris Bosh, with Wemby as well. Hopefully, Wemby will be back soon. He'll be ready for the start of the season, but it's a very serious injury for sure. It's like a freak thing. I feel like it's not something that just comes out the blue. But
Yeah.
with Dame coming back, I think Giannis is gonna hold it down for sure. And also, like, I feel like there's pressure on Giannis because if he loses to the Pacers in the first round, this will be what 3 years in a row or
Yeah.
3 years in a row he hasn't made it past the first round, I think, or won a playoff series. So it's not going to be looking too good. But I don't think he's going to let that happen. But yeah, I agree with my boy LA Mars. I got the Bucks in seven actually. I got them winning a close game, a close series in seven. But
Seven. Dang.
yeah, I feel like it's going to be close. It's just Indiana gives them problems. It's like matchup problems, and plus, Milwaukee lost a lot of players. Like Chris Middleton isn't there no more. Which was their other closer. Dame is not there right now. You know, and Brooke
You don't believe
Lopez
in
is not the same.
you don't believe in your boy? You don't believe in your boy?
Who you talking about?
Who won a championship with the Lakers?
Kuz? Nah,
Tell me.
man. Kuz is not good. I'm sorry. He's not good. He got a ring, he got the bag, but he's not good, man. I'm sorry. He's shooting like I think 28% from three, and he's letting it fly. I actually like who was it? I like Kevin Porter Jr. Like I like the energy he brought to that team. He's been
Yeah,
playing big minutes for them.
yeah,
And yeah, nah, Kuz is not that guy for sure. He's not that guy. They definitely do need Dame to come back, and they need a closer. And yeah, but yeah, I
yeah,
got Milwaukee winning this in a close one.
yeah.
But
I like that part where you said forget Porter Jr. I forgot about Porter Jr. Like that's a great pickup for them.
hmm
And shout out to what's his name, Gary Trent Jr. too, for sure. He gonna have a pretty decent series too. So
he's been playing big minutes for him too, for sure.
yeah, yeah.
But this next one, man, this is gonna be another one I have going seven. We got the Clippers and the Nuggets. What's your take on this one?
Yo, you hit it on the money, dog. 7 game series. There's no doubt in my mind about that 7 game series. Um, you know, from what I've heard and out and about and around, man, dare I say this? Dare I say this? But if healthy, and that's a huge if Kawhi Leonard is healthy in this run, I can see the Clippers going to the finals. I can see it. Like I personally have been I try my best not to disrespect all the basketball players out there because we obviously know how the season goes, grind and everything like that, and you just you never know what could happen with injuries and all that. So especially with lingering injuries like that, but
hmm
on the tail end, with Kawhi, my mind was just like, man, I think this might be it, because he's just been going through it. But the stretch that he is on, and he's looking good. He's looking good, and um, there's just no telling, man. And I'm not sitting here saying I don't believe in the best player on the planet right now in Jokic, Nikola Jokic, but for the Nuggets to fire Mike Malone 3 to 4 games before the playoffs, I think is going to have a major factor in this series. Not the playoffs, just this series alone. You going against top tier caliber coaching, not just in Ty Lue, but in Van Gundy, giving them that defensive and mentality is insane. If Van
hmm
Gundy doesn't become a coach next year, I'll be shocked because he's done turned the Clippers all the way around. And yeah,
And they
man,
have
like
Sam Cassell's there too, right? Still?
I think he is. I think he is. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think so. Or wait, I thought he was. Is he not? No, he's still with Boston though, right?
Oh, he's with Boston. Okay. For some reason, I thought he was with the Clippers. I don't know why.
Yeah, or maybe Ryan Shaw. Maybe I don't know, but
Yeah. Maybe at a
but
point in time he was. And because I remember one of the players talking about him.
maybe you might be right. You might be right. But yeah, that's different, dog. That's different. And so I will gladly say that. And then can't forget the system. Can't forget the system. I mean, I can't forget the system. I'm sorry. Like I think I've said what I've said in the past, about him. But man, he's been hooping, hooping. He's been letting people. He's been reminding us, like, yo, no, I'm him. I'm him. I'm James Harden, and yeah, you are, bro. You are. All I ask for me, all I ask, please show up when it's crunch time. Just show up when it's crunch time. If it's a game 6 and you got to close, please be there and close. Or if it's game 7 and you need to
7.
drop 25, 30, please be there to do that. Please. That's all I ask. You know? But it's going to be a great series. I don't know about what's going to happen with the Nuggets. I think from the Nuggets championship year to letting go of KCP, I think a couple other pieces that they let go. Bruce
Bruce Brown
Brown,
as well. Yeah.
yeah, man, I just don't see them really the same like they used to be, man. I'm pulling for
Jeff
them
Green
though.
as well too, even though he
It,
was older.
Exactly. Those pieces really hold a team together, man. I don't think people realize. I think as we get there, as a certain point, we think like, oh, the starting five is good. No, you need a collective unit as 15 men to really, galvanize the troops when needed, bro. And
Hmm.
not to take any shots away from Westbrook, man. Westbrook is hooping, man. He's doing his thing, but man, like it ain't the same, bro. It's not the same, So I'm gonna sit here and say it's gonna be in 7, and Ooh, it's a toss up, but I'm gonna go with Kawhi Leonard, bro. I'm gonna go with Kawhi. Kawhi and James Harden, bro. They if they doing what they do and how they hooping, bro, this series is gonna end in 7, and they gonna take it.
I definitely want to agree with you for sure because it's a coin flip and it's like a 50-50 thing. But I think at this point in time, I'll let my bias take over a little bit. I always try to stay unbiased, but I like what I've been seeing from the Clippers for sure. Like Zubox has been playing like an all-star. Norman Powell has been playing like an all-star. They got Bogey now coming off the bench. They just have all the right pieces for sure. I want to say they got the best four players in the series. From 1 to 4, they got the best four players. Of course, Jokic is the best player in the series, but 2, 3, and 4, I think that belongs to the Clippers as well, especially with this version of Jamal Murray we've been getting. I mean, there's the playoffs. He does show up during the playoffs, but still, like I don't, I don't think you can bank on that every single year. You know,
No,
especially with the type of playoff run. I mean, last year, he wasn't that good in the playoffs. He had some moments, but overall, he wasn't that good. Honestly, he had a couple clutch shots here and there, but yeah, I think the Clippers team is just they're just well put together. They got everything you need. They got scoring off the bench. They got the big, that could battle kind of with Jokic. They got the perimeter play. They got Kawhi Leonard as a closer, and they're all playing well together. The Nuggets, they got some good pieces as well. I like Christian Brown. He's been playing well for them. But as you mentioned, Westbrook, man, he's been good for them, but in certain spots, he's not going to be good for him as well. He's going to come up with those bad turnovers. They're going to let him shoot. And this is a team in the Clippers that just had him, for 2 seasons? So I'm pretty sure they're familiar with all his tendencies and his play style, more so than anybody else. But that all being said, man, I have James and Kawhi cooking in this series, man. I'll say James, he gives you, I'm going to be honest, he's going to give you a good performance in the beginning of the series. In the end of the series, he might disappear a little bit. But that's okay for this series. I don't think they need him as much as other teams need him. They have a collective, group that can come in and help out. You got the Amir Coffees, you got the Bogies, of course. You got the Norman Powells, you got the Zuboxes, you got the Derrick Jones Juniors. They got a lot of pieces. But yeah, that all being said, man, I got the Clippers winning in 7. And then yeah, the Nuggets going home early. And like my boy LA mentioned, like firing your coach, like a championship caliber coach has been with Jokic his whole career, right before the playoffs, and you're taking on another excellent, great coach, you're going to lose that battle straight up. You know, I'm not sure who their assistant coach is, but he's nowhere near the caliber of a Tyronn Lue or even
um,
to give Van
it's
Gundy.
it's I think it's Rick, either Rick or Nick. It's Alderman, Alderman.
Oh, it's the son.
The son. It's the son. Yeah, the son. Yeah.
Well, he comes from a good basketball pedigree, but he's not going to be ready.
No, no. This is a different. This is a different ball game right here. Different ball
Yeah,
game.
he's not going to be ready. But yeah,
Uh,
that being said, I'm gonna agree with my boy. I got the Clippers advancing in 7. Um, so we have another series right here that's really near and dear to both of us. We got the Lakers taking on the Timberwolves. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it out the way. Shout out to Ant. Ant has been great. Whatever the case may be, he had a good run. Face of the league, promise showing. But yeah, they're gonna get them boys out of there in 5, man. They're gonna get them out of there in 5, man. I got the Lakers winning this in
okay,
5 games.
Shannon. Okay, Shannon.
It's gonna be Timberwolves. I can't even think of another analogy. Uh, Minnesota, Minnesota. I don't know. Can of soda, can of paint. Don't matter. Lakers in 5, man.
I can't believe he did this. Can't believe. You got anything else you want to say before I go? That's it. That's it.
Uh, we're gonna see Luca like hit a couple step back jumpers over Rudy Gobert again, just like last year. So yeah, that's all I got to say. And then Julius Randle might get tossed in one of the games. He might throw a temper tantrum and get tossed. Shout out to him though. He's been balling for them these past couple of games. Shout out to Julius Randle.
Man, look, look. I didn't know what he was saying, very near and dear, but until he said it, I was like, oh yeah, this is one of those series. Um, you know, shout out to Ant Man. Shout out to my guy, bro. UG alum. Shout out to you guys. Like this is gonna be a tough series for him. It's not going to be like it was last year, going against his favorite player, Kevin Durant. Not trying to take no shade, but well, I actually probably am because we know what the Phoenix Suns are now.
They're not even in the. They didn't even make the play in.
They didn't even make it, so it's in hindsight to where they were last year to this year. So but this is a different beast. This is a different beast. The Los Angeles Lakers are like a championship caliber team. They have the capability of doing it. Um, the only thing I would say that would derail this whole thing is if Ant Man goes nuclear. If
I
if
would say
Ant,
that and the bigs that the Timberwolves have, if they
yeah,
play well,
yes,
we don't have
yes,
any. We got Jackson Hayes, and that's pretty much it.
that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. But
Hmm.
but but definitely, if that's happening, whew, I would literally say Minnesota in 7 if that were to happen. If that were to happen. But I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go with my boy Fresh Prince, bro, because I've grown very, you know, fond of the Lakers this season. I've grown very fond of their process. Even though I still feel like JJ Redick got that job over a podcast. But for the Dallas Mavericks to have done what they've done, and that's we'll talk about that at a later time, I guess, during off-season talks. But I mean, you all you want is for Luca to do well. All you want is for him to do well because for him to be in that position, to be in that light, and being like, "Yo, you fat, you out of shape, you don't be doing this, you don't be playing on defense, like you drinking beers right after games, like what you doing, bro?" And they don't believe in you. That's a organization saying that they don't believe in you, not your teammates, because your teammates and your coach they wanted you, but your organization, bro. That's a hit in itself, and you know, I think he's ready to show the world, like, yo, I'm gonna take this team back to the finals with a LeBron James, bro. I mean, we haven't even talked about LeBron James, bro. LeBron James, bro, 40 years old, back in the playoffs, is about to go stupid crazy, bro. I don't, and then mind you, like you got the third. It's a big three. We could say it's a big three.
AR-15.
It's a big three. We could say it. It's a
Hmm.
big three. Like it's insane how AR-15 could be literally the best third player in the NBA right now. Like he's
I
he's
would say
he's
he could be the best player on the court any given night. He's been
very
he's been
true
showing flashes of that.
because you have to think about it. Like okay, let's say McDaniel's is guarding Luca. Now who's gonna guard LeBron? So it may be. I mean, it's not Julius Randle, maybe. But then that leaves AR-15 wide open
I mean,
for who?
Ant gonna probably be on AR.
Maybe
Ant's he's a real good defender,
he is. 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 So
but
it's going.
the energy,
But the energy is gonna be crazy though. The energy is gonna
yeah.
be crazy. But yeah, I just can't sit here and be. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't do the Walmart, Paul Bart, Lakers. And I can't. I can't. I can't. I just. I feel. I can't, bro. That's a gentleman's sweep. A gentleman's sweep. I just. I really feel like it's gonna be in 6. I really honestly feel like Minnesota is gonna end up because what's the format? 2-2-2, two
Yeah,
two one one one. Is that the
two
format?
two one one one. Yeah,
That's the format. Okay, so
yeah.
I feel like I really feel like it's gonna end up being where the Timberwolves gonna get 2 in Minnesota. If not,
Okay.
I don't think I see them stealing in LA, but I feel like they're gonna do home court to justice, and then Lakers gotta do what they gotta do. You know, they'll do what they do best, and they'll be like, okay, we're gonna knock it out, and then you already know who the closer is. Yeah, well, you got 2 closers actually.
Mm-hmm.
Bron's gonna know what time
Well,
it is. He's gonna
three. You got three.
got 3, but you know how Bron be smelling that blood, bro. He
Yeah.
smell when he got to close out. He smell it. So, but yeah, man. I mean, I'm with Fresh Prince, but man, I don't know if I can say 5 though. I'll be if Ant-Man goes in 5, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I mean, what we gonna do? You traded away your franchise. I don't want to say your franchise, but you traded
Your
away
former
freaking
franchise pair, your number two, your co-captain.
for. I'm not gonna call him a bag of chips. I won't call him a bag of chips, but man, Julius Randle is not a Carl Anthony Towns. Well, I'll say that much. That's all I can say. Yeah, like that's
For a
so. Anyway,
large fry and a large drink, basically.
man, all that steak and shake, all that steak and shake. Ain't no Burger King, no McDonald's, steak and shake, steak and shake, man. But yeah, Lakers in 6, y'all. Lakers in 6.
All right, cool. Speaking of Carl Anthony Towns, man, this next one is going to be a tough series as well. We got Detroit taking on the Knicks, man. What what you feeling about this? Or you want me to go first on this one? It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. I feel like I'm gonna do a disservice to the Knicks in a second. So you go ahead, man.
Ah, man, this is tough. I really like this Pistons team, man, for sure. I like Cade a lot, man. Malik Beasley, Tobias Harris, you know, their coach, Biggerstaff, he just got fired. Who gets fired after leading the team? It wasn't to a number one record, but Cleveland was up there in the standings last year. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah,
and they only really lost because their players got hurt in the playoffs. They had a chance to beat Boston last year in the playoffs. Had Mitchell and Allen not got hurt. But anyways, he got fired, and then he's over here in Detroit, and he like him, Cade, and everybody. That's a crazy turnaround. From going, I think they had like 17 wins last year. From
yeah.
from that into like being a top what are they 6?
Top.
That's
No, they're
6.
4. Are they 4, 5?
I
I thought they're
thought they
5.
were. Isn't this 3-6?
Oh, I think it is 3-6. I'm sorry. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
Yeah, but to make it into like a solidified playoff team and not even a playing team, that's amazing.
They tripled their
But
win totals, bro. Triple. Like it's crazy,
exactly.
crazy.
They definitely turned it around, man, for sure. But it is. It's I think one of the biggest turnarounds in American sports history, not just NBA, like all sports in America. But that all being said, man, it's just I feel like this New York team just has too much for them. This is a bad matchup for New York, low key, but he's got a lot of players, man. They got Jalen Brunson, ultimate playoff performer. They got Cat now, They got Malik or Mikael Bridges. They got OG. They got Mitchell Robinson backing up Cat or starting with him sometimes. They got a lot of players on their team for sure. Miles McBride, Deuce McBride, and that all being said, man, I feel like it's going to be a hard fought. I think the Knicks win this in 6. It's going to be a hard 6 games, and for the Pistons, if you can stop, they have the defenders too to throw at Cade. If you can stop Cade or slow him down, nothing else is going to get going. Jalen Duren is not going to get his like that. Although he's going to have an impact, Malik Beasley is a good player, but he's not going to be setting up players. The head of the snake is Cade Cunningham, and they have a lot of bodies to throw at him, literally. So I feel like Cade is going to have a good series, but it's not going to be great. And that all being said, the Knicks is going to prevail in 6.
You know, see, me and Fresh Prince been doing good all day, man. All day, man. I had to get to this series, bro. Had to get to this series. Um, I truly want to believe what Fresh Prince has just said. Like it creates a compelling argument to sit here and say that the Knicks are going to be, out of this series in 6. But yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's been a minute since we've seen some bad boy Pistons. It's been a minute, yo. And not to say that that's who they are, that's who they gonna be, but man, they scrappy, bro. They ain't afraid of nobody. And you know, I'm a little nervous about that guy Stewart on the squad, man. He a nutcase in himself. I'm like, dog, bro, chill. I knew he was trouble when he tried to swing at Braun in a game one time. I
That
was like,
was crazy
man,
though. He didn't care at all.
I'm like, I don't care who you are. I'm about to end your life. I'm like, bro, that's LeBron James, bro. Come on. Like, so they not afraid of nobody, but especially what my boy, echoing what he said. Cade is the snake, bro. Cade, when I this is gonna be a series to where we're gonna say hello, Cade Cunningham. Hello, like welcome to the NBA. Welcome to the world, because the like he's gonna say, "Hey world, I'm here now." This man is gonna go off. He's going to go off. As like I said with Ant Man go nuclear. I'm not gonna say he gonna go nuclear, but he gonna go off because the Pistons, if I'm not mistaken, the Pistons are 3-1 against the Knicks. I think.
And they
Um,
won the last three in a row.
yeah, and they don't have a problem with winning in the Garden. So I think they probably will lose game one just because of the atmosphere. They've never been in a playoff atmosphere like that before. So that's a different animal in itself, just playing a regular season game. But let them settle in and get through that. Oh, they can win a game in New York. Like I could literally see that happening. And um I man, like I can see this team really. Shout out to, I'm gonna say he's the coach of the year, JB Bickerstaff. It's either gonna be him or it's gonna be oh man, I'm blanking out on his name. The one who took over his job in Cleveland.
Is it dang, what is his name? He used to coach for the Nets, right? Damn. Kenny
Yeah.
Atkinson.
Can he act? Yeah. It's going to be one or the other. I'm not complaining, but it would be very nice to see JB Bickerstaff get that one because, like, I mean, what a job he has done, bro. What a job. I mean, coming in there and changing the culture, changing the narrative, and like, it's crazy work, bro. Crazy work. Um, but to me, the reason why I don't really see New York getting this is because one, I don't I don't respectfully, even though I shouldn't be saying this, being what my team is doing, I don't fear the Knicks like I used to, like last season or the year before. Like the Knicks are not like that gritty team that they were when they had a Julius Randle or when they had a DiVincenzo or even when they had Hartenstein. They're not that same gritty team. They're more finesse now to me. Like they got Carl Anthony Towns and they got like he said, like my boy said, they ended up getting Mikal Bridges, but it's just like I don't see it, bro. I don't see him like really getting after it. It's like a believe that you have with the Knicks. It's like, yeah, I believe it, I feel it. Like we got it. We're grinding out, out here. But I don't feel like that's gonna happen. Um, I really feel like it's gonna be a grind. It's gonna be a doghouse fight. And I think at the end of the day, I think the Pistons gonna prevail. I think the Pistons gonna win in six. I think the
Oh
Pistons gonna win in
wow.
six. Like I
Oh,
really do, man. Like this like I mean, yeah, I think they're gonna take game two, if not game one. They're gonna take game two. Then they're gonna get they might damn near get both at that crib, and New York gonna know how to do what they got to do, get that game, and then boom, Detroit gonna close them out back at home.
I think that's just gonna be tough based off of they don't really have any playoff experience outside of Tobias Harris and Malik Beasley. Their best players has never been in the atmosphere before. The Lakers have like I think they have the third most home wins in the playoffs in the last couple of years, I think, something like that. So
Yeah,
me personally, I just feel like that environment's gonna be too much to overcome. But I wouldn't be surprised though. Like the Pistons are a really good team. Like they show to be a really good team. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. In seven though. In seven. I wouldn't be surprised if the series goes seven in general, but
nice, excited.
let's move on to another series where we both agree on, man. We got the face of the league, Ja, taking on my finals pick from the West, OKC, man. OKC, yeah, I think it's gonna be a sweep. I think OKC wins in four.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a sweep. Yep, it's gonna be a sweep. Hmm. It's gonna be a sweep. They're gonna take this and they're gonna win 4-0. Yep. Um, the face of the league, Ja Wick with the stick, Mister Grenade. You know what I'm saying, Mister Toting Guns, I got him getting swept out of there in 4, man. I think this OKC team is gonna they're just gonna destroy Memphis, honestly. So what you apparently you have a different take on this. What you got this going to 7, LA? You got
I
Memphis
I
in 6?
am I am shocked. I'm very shocked. Such a hot take that it took my phone out. It took my phone out, y'all. Such a hot take. Um, for and you said this is your face of the league, right? That's what you said,
Hey, he's the face of the league, man. Not the best role model, but he's the face of the league, man.
man. Guns and
He has a
grenades and
youth.
all, yo. Guns and grenades and all. Like do what you do, man. I'm not actually knocking it, bro. I'm actually respectfully before I go, into the series. I'm tired of everybody really being on his case, bro. I really am. Like I'm like, yo, can we just let him live a little bit? It's one thing to do what he did, I get it. I got it. He was going through a scenario, in a mental state when I think he's better from it. But can we please just drop this thing, man? I'm getting tired of like people like, oh, he doing for three. Bro, everybody was doing that 3-point celebration thing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just happens to get into the mix because now he's starting to shoot three ball, 30, 40% for the field. Now he's throwing it. Now he's like, oh, it's wrong. Come on, man. Stop that. Stop that, man. Like don't do that, man. It's let hooping's supposed to be freeing, bro. We're supposed to be freeing. Now granted, if you really gesturing it towards somebody or that nature, that's a different story. But bro, it's not like that, man. And now he's doing the grenades, and people like, oh man, yeah, do what you do, Job. Block the haters out, man. Keep living, bro. Do what you do.
I actually
Um,
like that celebration a lot. I think it's cool. Grenade celebration.
I
That's
do
cool.
like it. I do. I really like it. I'm like, man, shoot, if I knew how to shoot the three ball like that, I might start doing that. I'm like, yo, like chugging it just up, no, you know. Um, but I'm trying to get the words out. I'm just shocked that my boy. This is probably one of the shocking takes I've heard today. Like a sweep on the Memphis Grizzlies. Wow, like
That's
I
a 1-8
just.
matchup, man. 1-8.
But see, don't let Fresh Prince, don't let him fool y'all, bro. Don't let him do this, man. It may be a 1-8 matchup, but I want the world to know that the West is not seeded like that, like the Eastern Conference. What we usually say, the least is in the East, best in
Mm.
the West. Like, bro, that is let's keep it spade a spade, regardless of what happened with. Now, granted, the coaching and all that, like it's been bad, yes,
Mm-hmm.
but
They fired their coach not too long ago too.
that's crazy. Like I don't know what's going on here. Like talk about that's a story for another time. But talk about the economy, man. Like no one's safe. No one's safe with their job.
Literally.
No one's safe. But
Not even the players.
not even the players, bro. But I'm gonna sit here and say that I look at the Memphis Grizzlies like the Memphis Grizzlies in February and in a little bit of in March. I look at them as the 2 seed and the 4 seed right now. So like it's just that they're not an 8 seed, bro. They're not. They are not. Like not even close, bro. I say that the Memphis Grizzlies could make this a series and possibly, I mean possibly, win this series in
Oh,
7.
that is a crazy stake. That is a crazy. I thought my take was crazy. That is a hot take. That is a hot take.
Bro, because I mean, like, I'm not taking nothing away from OKC. I'm not. But I said possibly. I said, but
That means
I
there's a
will
chance.
sit here. There's the probability is not. It's not that to me at least. That probability is not low at all. I mean, not at all, because it's like, yo, you talking about two, face of the league type players in John Wick and the MVP, SGA. But still, I'm gonna give respect to where respect is due, though. Oklahoma City Thunder are a crazy powerhouse team. I mean, crazy. they can do no wrong. And they got the MVP. I mean, it's insane how they love to play defense. It's insane. Like they love to play defense. They love to, push the ball up the court. And they got a team that'll be a powerhouse for years to come. They are. And don't let Chet. Chet looks like a, KG, KD type of build, but like little wiry. But don't let him get just a little bit of muscle, just a little bit. Oh, it's over with. It's over with. It's over with. But it's hard for me to sit here and go with Fresh Prince on that take. I'm gonna say OKC is gonna win the series, but I'm gonna say they're gonna win it in 6.
Okay.
Like, I don't really see it as a sweep. I'll see them winning it in 6 because, wow. I mean, you got John Wick, you got Desmond Bain going crazy berserk right now. Yeah, who's Jaren Jackson? Who's
Isn't
Aldama? Who's
isn't
Scottie
Ja
Pippen Jr.?
isn't he hobbled too though? I know he hurt his ankle against the Warriors. I didn't see the game
Hey,
last night. I don't know how he was looking, but I know he was hobbled against the Warriors late in the game. So
let's just say you and me both. We know, bro. Those injections help. Those injections help. Let's
yeah,
just let's just say that those injections help, bro. I couldn't believe when you see the highlight, man. There's a highlight of him eyes at the rim. It's crazy. I was like, on an ankle? Oh, he'll be fine. Yeah. So I feel like it's gonna be 6, but man, what a take, man. What a take. I can't wait till these first rounds over so we can talk about this because
man.
that's a crazy take. That's a crazy take,
Yeah.
man.
We on two
So
opposite ends of the spectrum, man. From a sweep to a possible upset. We
how
we
you not
on
even
two
gonna give your
opposite.
boy one game? You're not gonna get face the league one
The,
game? That's your boy, bro.
it is, but it's man. I feel like they just don't match up well, honestly. OKC has everything, literally from the bigs to the wings to the guards to the Carusos. They have everything. And Memphis has just been too up and down. They had a lot of good stretch runs, but they've been too up and down for me as a whole. They've been too up and down. And yeah, I just got to give respect to the Western Conference, the leaders and wins in the Western Conference. As we both know, everything else was kind of tight, but that gap from 2 to 1 was crazy. That's the only gap really in the whole Western Conference. Everybody else
Man,
is fighting. They
you're
were just
right.
up there chilling.
They chilling, bro. It's crazy. They not even villains, bro. They just chilling.
Hmm.
It's crazy.
Well, speaking of villains, man, we're gonna talk about these Green Goblins, man. Orlando versus Boston. I feel like, of course, I got Boston winning this, but I got them winning in 6, man. I feel like Orlando is gonna give them a lot of trouble as far as the personnel they have, the defense they play. Paolo, Franz. This is not the best matchup for Boston, honestly. And your boy Jalen Brown is hobbled too, so that doesn't bode well for them either. So they said something about the knee and this and that. But all in all, man, this is probably not the best. It's actually low key not fair to be, a top seed and draw a team like the Magic, who honestly, if their players is healthy, they'll be a lot higher in the seeding. I feel like they only fell because players were in and out, but this is gonna be an ugly series. But the reigning champs is gonna pull this out in 6. It's gonna be a hard fought 6 game series, but they're gonna win this in 6. What's your take on this one?
Man, um, surprised that this man said it's my boy. Wow, it's crazy. Uh,
Jalen Brown, that's your boy, right? That's your
can't believe
guy.
it. Can't believe it.
That's your guy, man.
You know, this man's so funny.
That's your guy.
I've had a level of, and the community is gonna be, I think the community out there is gonna be shocked. I've had a level of respect for the Boston Celtics. You know, and I'm not as, crazy hater as I used to be over this course of this season. just of the players. Because of the players. I got to respect the players at the end of the day. Very appreciative of Jaylen Brown for sure. You know, very appreciative of, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard. I mean, and then, you know,
Jason Tatum.
dang, can I get there? Can
That's
I
their best
get
player.
there?
Come on now. See,
Can
that's why
I
I said
get
Jalen Brown's your boy, man. That guy Tatum, man. You don't like. I mean, not to say you don't like him, but we definitely pick our sides, I guess.
couldn't even get there?
You named Peyton
Oh,
Pritchard before Jason Tatum. Come on, 6 men of the year, but
six
still,
men of the year? Yeah. Yeah, that man Jason Tatum for sure is a problem as well. I mean, not gonna knock it, man. Um, you know, uh, shout out to him. Shout out to that team. Shout out to that squad, man. Um, you know, I got nothing. I got nothing but mad respect for them. I can't say love, but just mad respect for them for that team and what they got going on. And Brad Stevens, he put it together very nicely. And my bad, I forgot about Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday as well, man. So, them boys is different. But I'm gonna sit here and somewhat agree with Fresh Prince. This is not the best series for them. I mean, not even by a long shot. I think if anything, they would have appreciated it more to have either faced the Hawks or even the Miami Heat. My gosh, but this matchup, oh, oh, I'm gonna go a step further than what Fresh Prince said. This is gonna go 7.
I
This
can
is
see
gonna
that.
go 7, and I feel like the only the only two injuries that I see out of the Orlando Magic, which could be, which is not really anything I'm looking at right now too seriously, is Jalen Suggs and the other Wagner brother. That's it. That's literally
Yeah.
it. But other than that, I mean, they're long. They got big players, and
Mm-hmm.
and Paulo, we already know he's a problem. He's already welcomed himself to the world of last year's playoffs, and then I mean, coming out the gate, it sucks. Injuries suck in this year in this league. We know that already. But coming out the gate, 50, crazy numbers. I mean, he's ready to take over. He was like, "Oh, this is my stuff right here. This is what I do." And just boom, that happens. And then boom, Wagner comes up. Franz Wagner is like, "Okay, I got you. Don't worry about it. We good. We good." Then boom, him too. I'm like, "Dog, bro, with the same injury, bro. Need to check out that staff, that strength and core staff. See what's going on over there, But
Right.
but yeah, this is not going to be good. They're healthy now. They're healthy. And all they need is a roll, just to be on point and be on a roll now. That's it. And what better way to be on a roll than to face the Boston Celtics, because they've had their number in the past season. It may not have been this season, but they've had their number for sure last year. So and X Factor, Cole Anthony. He's waiting for them. He's waiting for them. So I'm gonna sit here and say this is gonna go in 7. Definitely it's gonna be a story to tell about the Jaylen Brown situation. I don't think people really understand how significant that is. The fact that he's getting injections in his knee says a lot. So I don't know what to make of it. So this series or this playoff run is Jason Tatum's time to shine. This is his time to shine, his time to go to work. And I'm not coming out and being a hater here, but if they get out the first round and the Magic take care of them, those minutes were validated in the Olympics.
Hey man, we're not tripping about that. They got their championship. It's all good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You once you get one, you solidify forever. So hey, it's
That's
not
it.
gonna be a good look, but hey,
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, no, I'm with Fresh Prince. This game's gonna go 7. It's tough for me to sit there and say Boston's going to take it. I think this one's going to be a toss up, So it's going to go 7. Maybe Boston's going to pull it out just because they're at home. We already know how game sevens are for Boston at home, so it's just a fact. So, but I'm
and
interested to see how this thing
Porzingis
goes.
is back, right?
Yeah, Porzingis is back. Yeah, Porzingis is
He's
back.
I feel like he's gonna be the X factor in this series, especially with
Yeah,
Jaylen
that's
Brown
true.
being
That's true. That's
Hobart.
true. That's true. That's
He's
true.
gonna be the
I
second
think he's always
option.
an X factor.
Yeah,
I
you're
think he's
right.
always an X factor. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, at first I question it, but when Porzingis is healthy, I don't know how that man's shooting that far as a 7-footer. That's
It's
insane.
crazy. It's crazy.
That's insane. When you have a pick a pop like that and he's shooting that far from that deep, bro. That wasn't even in the New York game. I've been seeing that for a while now. I'm like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
you can't stop that. And he can
Yeah.
post up now, and he can go in the lane, and he's strong enough to do all that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So it's a matchup nightmare for any team out there. So
Yeah. All right. Speaking of matchup, well, not even matchup nightmares, but this is my boys' team right here, man. I'm gonna go ahead and just make my picks for this team for this series really quickly. I'm gonna let him, talk more about the X and O's, but just out of respect for who Miami Heat are, I'm giving y'all one game, man. It's gonna be a gentleman's sweep. Cleveland's gonna win this 4-1.
no, I appreciate that because that's all I got right now. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm half and half to be honest with you. I'm in between and see, like I said, I can sit here and be a delusional Heat fan at times when we're doing great, when we're doing good. But when I know the chips are down, I I take it. I take it. You're not gonna catch me. You're not gonna catch me having paper bags over my head or anything like that. No, I'm just gonna stand beside my team. So
Yeah, I think that's just one franchise that does that. That's known for doing that, but we're not gonna talk about them. That's a whole different sport.
yeah, I know, right? But yeah, yeah. Any, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna say it's either a gentleman sweep or Miami gonna get two. Miami gonna get two.
Mm.
Because just I'm gonna sit here and still believe in the Heat culture mindset and how they are. But that's a thing. Let's not get that twisted. Jimmy amplified it. I'll sit here and say Jimmy amplified it, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that Heat culture is not a thing. It is a thing. The their tenacity, they're getting after it. Shout out to Davion Mitchell. We see you, man. We see you, man. You're going crazy here in the A, man. It was wild. Andrew Wiggins, shout out to him. He's getting a little bit of groove going for sure. And that two-headed monster, what we got going, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, for sure. They doing they thing as well. But of all that being said, I will not sit here and disrespect the number one team in the East, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Man, I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. Um, they're different. They're different. They're a formidable team. They do their part. They know how to play the game. Kenny Atkinson's definitely got them coached up really well through this season. Like I said, it's either going to be him or it's going to be JV Bickerstaff getting coach of the year. Um, man, it just sucks. It just sucks in a lot of ways. Like I said, and I'm going to take a time. I'm not going to do it on this platform, but y'all going to catch me, on another platform talking about the Jimmy Butler dilemma. I got not the dilemma, the Jimmy Butler Chronicles. That's what I'll be talking about, the Jimmy Butler Chronicles, because, man, you want to talk about just a turn of events for the Miami Heat and going through what they went through. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm a Miami Heat fan, and I didn't even want us to be in this. Didn't even want us to be in this.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I think weeks on in, I thought we weren't even competing. I thought we weren't even in it.
You guys are kind of like kings of the play-in. Isn't this like the second or third time I made it as a 10th seed? Or losing that first game? Or
yes.
either or, right?
Yeah, but but it's between us and Atlanta. We've been in it, but every time we prevail, we get out of it.
Yeah.
So but for sure, man, I'm not knocking the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. I think they're my pick coming out of the East. But I just, man, it's an uphill battle to climb. It's not our year, it's not our time. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm right there with Fresh Prince. For sure. I think this is going to end up being a gentleman's sweep. I'm praying that we can get at least 2 games, at least. But I'm not. I got no. I got no hope out here, man. I'm realistic out here. I understand what it is, man, and yeah, it sucks. It sucks. You know, I will be if I find out we get 3 games, I might talk a little bit, but no,
That's it.
I'll be realistic about that.
Three games, that's a series right there. Anything can happen in game 7.
I know, right? Anything can happen, anything, and so, but nah, man, it's gonna be Cleveland, gentleman sweep, or in 6. So yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Jimmy Butler, though, the last game we had, we got the. This is gonna be. I think this is gonna be a decent series too. We got the Warriors taking on the Rockets. What's your take for this one?
Look, man.
Boy, playoff Jimmy is serious.
Look, y'all. I'm gonna tell the world right now. I'm not one of those people that.
Wait, isn't the Rockets is your dark horse, right?
Rockets are my dark horse.
Conflict of interest.
Hey, look, man. Look.
Conflict of interest.
Hey, shout out to Chris for knowing that one, right? Hey, look, man. But look, y'all. I love the league. I know I definitely have a way of following players and whatnot. And Jimmy is one of the players that I do follow for sure. I've been following Jimmy for a good long time, from the Chicago years to Minnesota, even the 76er years, and I just felt like he was the right piece for us to be in Miami. He did his thing. He did his part, but for him to be in Golden State, I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't know this good. I didn't know this good. So for me to see that, man, and there's a lot of different factors you can look into this as well. If you wanted to go into analytics, into numbers and whatnot, Jimmy Butler has definitely changed the game. I think it's like 18, 19, and 2 or something like that. As far as the schedule or the wins, and him going to the free throw line percentages is crazy. Of how low Golden State was to how high they are now, giving Steph that opportunity to I don't think the average fan doesn't realize this, and so you have to understand.
Casuals,
casual, casual. They don't understand how being at the free throw line helps a player. It helps tremendously. You get to that free throw line. Mind you, you thinking like 5 seconds is like, well, what's that? No, that's like eternity for NBA players. Being at the free throw line for 15 seconds, 20 seconds, that's an eternity for your body. And for Stephen Curry being one of the most fit players to run around like that, shooting all over the place, that helps out tremendously for him. And I think people saw it on the big stage of the play-in tournament, to where Jimmy went crazy, playoff Jimmy, and did just enough to give Steph time to rest and go in for the daggers going against Memphis. I mean, whew, wow. That's what you're going to see out of the Golden State Warriors. But please don't get it twisted. Please don't get it twisted, y'all. That dark horse team, bro, man, I didn't even see them being the number 2 seed. I maybe saw like 6 possible play in going after it, but 2 seed, wow, like Sengun, baby Jokic, man, crazy. Dylan Brooks has revived himself. Now, granted, he don't get ejected in one of these games. I don't know which game it's gonna be, but he definitely revived himself. Jalen Green, man, Jalen Green is going to be a problem in this league for years to come. Once he figures it out and slows down a little bit, oh my goodness, a problem. And now you got I'm going to sit here and say the head of the snake, Ime Udoka.
Oh, I thought you was gonna
Boy,
say Amen Thompson.
no. Oh man, I forgot about Eamon Thompson. No, I'm gonna let you talk about Eamon Thompson. I'm gonna let you go talk about that, but Ime Udoka,
Yeah.
wow. I tell you what, if it wasn't for JB Bickerstaff's great job with the Pistons or even Kenny Atkinson's Cleveland, man, I
Coach of the
tell
year.
you what, Ime Udoka, what a job, bro. It shows you, to me, at least to me, maybe to everybody else, it shows you who ran that stuff out there in Boston. It
Mm-hmm.
shows you he made them that way. He made them that way, and now they just took the mantle and went on to win a championship. But Ime Udoka is creating something here in Houston, and it's great to see. And I'm here for it, man. And this is gonna be a battle. I think Golden State is gonna get this win just because this is the first time to be in this type of environment for Houston. And they don't know the ins and outs. You know, Ime is going to try to guide them just because he's been in the finals
They
with
got
this team.
NBA champion Fred Van Fleet on there, and Jeff Green. Is Jeff Green still there?
Yeah, Jeff Green. They got two NBA champions on
They
there.
got
Yeah,
two
they do.
champions.
They do. But I mean, hey, you got a bunch of dogs on that side with Golden State,
You
bro.
got
Bunch of
multiple
dogs.
time champions on that.
Multiple
Multiple
with
finals experiences.
a rabid dog named Jimmy Butler, bro, who's
With
ready
two
to
of them,
just.
you got Dre too.
Oh, you got Dre too. You got Dre too.
You
Yes, I'm
got
sorry. Yes,
like a dirt. That's like a dirt, a junkyard dog.
it's crazy,
Underhanded.
It's crazy, bro. So I'm here for it, bro. But I think the Warriors are gonna end up. I think Warriors are gonna take it in 6. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and say Warriors in 6. It's gonna be a great series. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited for playoff Jimmy to be here, man. And I'm gonna end it with this. This is gonna suck. It's gonna suck so bad that if the Warriors get to the finals, it shows you how good Jimmy Butler is. It shows you. Like, it shows you how good. And it's not even with points. It just shows you the type of player Jimmy Butler brings, like that type of player brings to a team. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I mean, to add on to Ime's resume as well, though, he was on that. He was the assistant coach for the Nets when they had their most successful run or whatever before Kyrie and James got hurt. He was assistant coach there too, so definitely made an impact. And their defense was a lot better after he left that next year. The defense was terrible, so you see the difference between that. But Houston they've been a great team, man. As my boy LA talked about, you got the Senguns of the world, you got the Jalen Greens, you got the Tari Easons, you got Amen Thompson, which I feel like is going forward in the future, that might be their best player as far as like ceiling potential and everything. That guy's a monster, man, for sure. Oh, shout out to Asar Thompson too for Detroit. He's been playing well as well.
I was going to say that too. I'm sorry. I forgot all about it. Like those two twins.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Trouble for the league. Trouble for the league. For
The
sure.
new Morris twins, man.
The
new
better
Morris
version.
twins.
Way
better
better
version. Right.
Way better version.
Right. And better off the jump, which is crazy.
Oh,
But that being said, man, honestly, their playoff inexperience as far as their best players, their first time being there, I think Golden State takes this in 5. I think they see an opportunity to get some rest, to not drag it out. I think they're gonna go in there. They're gonna still win in Houston. And I think they win both at home. And Houston maybe comes back and win one more and they close it out in Golden State in game 5. But as we talked about, now you got Jimmy, who took a team of good role players for the Suns. You got a couple of players on there that are really good as far as Bam and Tyler Hero.
No. Let's keep a spade, bro.
Spare parts.
I'm not gonna let you do that, bro. Look. I'm gonna keep. I'll give you the floor to respect to say it, bro.
Yeah.
Jimmy was able to take some. I'm not gonna say scrubs, but he was able to take less than average players, that didn't undrafted players at that, it to the finals.
But you still have Bam on that team and Tyler Hero. You know, you gotta get them their respects.
I'm gonna give them the respect, but
Everybody
look,
else.
they weren't that though. They weren't what they are now though. But
Hmm.
come on now. Everybody else, man, man. Anyways, you go ahead, bro. You go ahead, bro. You go
Yeah,
ahead,
he,
bro.
he took he took that team to the finals twice. So now you put him on a Golden State team with Steph, one of the greatest players ever. And as my boy for LA talked about, their games just complement each other so well. Like Steph is the ultimate off the ball player, and Jimmy is an excellent ISO player. So you put that together, like that's just a perfect match. It's just a perfect match. And then you got they got a perfect mix of veterans, and they got their young players are playing well as well. I don't know why Kaminga is not playing. I would put him in just to, in certain moments. That's their most athletic player. He's not playing much right now. But they got Pods. They got Quentin Post, Of course, Dre is still there. They got Moody. They got the perfect mix. The only thing they're missing probably is like a true big center. I say that's the only thing they're missing. But other than that, man, this team can go all the way to the finals and win it all. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised just seeing how well this worked out. And Dylan Brooks is a tough guy, but you got two players on the Warriors now that are tougher than him. So that's saying a lot, you know. But this should be a pretty good series in a sense. I'll say it's going to be a close 5 games. Houston's going to compete. But all in all, man, you got two players. You got Jimmy that can take over, that can put you in a good position, like we saw against Grizzlies. He can give you 30 points first, second, third quarter, and then you got Steph to close it out, or vice versa. Jimmy can close it out sometimes. But that being said, man, shout out to the Rockets. Y'all had a good season, but it stops here. Hopefully this is a good building block for them. I see them being a force in the West for years to come, but yeah, they're getting sent home at 5 in this one, man.
Yep, yep. That's good, man. It's gonna be exciting. I'm excited for it. I'm excited.
Yep, this is probably the best time of the year, like my boy LA said. We got all these games, man, and it's gonna be exciting to see, man. But that being said, man, unless you got anything else for the people, man, we're gonna go ahead and close this one out.
Nah, man. Just echoing what you just said a second ago, man. It's the best time of year. I love this time of year, bro. Like I tell you, like I it's I love the game of basketball through and through. I love watching it all the way through with everything. Even during the season, the ups and downs, the highs and lows, whatever you want to call it. I maybe not so much as the All Star weekend, but everything else, it's just what it is. Just student of the game, just a fan of the game, and now we get to see high competitive basketball at this point. This ain't no BSing. Like this is real stuff right now. This is real guys going after it, coaching schemes going after it, learning your X's and O's, knowing your marks and whatnot, and really executing, trying to win and try to get after it. And I'm excited. I'm here for it. And I'll do the best I can not to fall asleep so much on the east side,
Mhm.
but I'll definitely be tapped in and know what's going on, with the Western Conference for sure. That's a battle in itself.
Yep, I would like to agree. The East side is not going to really get. I mean, you got some good first round matchups, honestly. Yeah, all the series is. I feel like on both sides, the West is going to be better, but you got some good first round matchups in the East as well. A lot of close series, but that all being said, man, that's it for us. We'll catch you on the next one.
Y'all be easy, y'all. Peace.